Yeah, it's all included.
Okay, my dude.
Thank you.
Here is my beautiful, beautiful love. I'm going to go make a video for you about where your turkeys are, where your ducks are, what your horse is doing, and your door. Yes. That is one happy girl, everyone. One happy girl. So, let's do the update. Still got a lot of cleanup to do, but it'll happen when it happens. So I moved the turkey babies outside because unfortunately one of them jumped up when I put a lid on there and broke its little neck. So now I'm down to 3 turkeys instead of 4, and I don't know if they're males or females, but this is their basic setup. I got them put in here with a ring of wire, with a ring of chicken wire, fresh water for the other ones, the other chickens, and then I got this line set up so they can all poop in here, and then when I want to move them out of here, after this is all dirt, they can be solid poop and stuff, and then I can plant this in whatever I want. And when I'm done planting, I can move them all back in here. I'll have multiple chicken houses and turkey houses or whatever. So there's that. I keep their food in a metal can to protect that. Metal can. Spider on guard. Hey, little buddy. Yes, but you ain't supposed to come on me. Here, get back over there. There he is. Right there. Safe and sound. Okay, that night heat light. Conveniently hooked to a pole. Another one hooked to a pole. Put in a garbage can under the tin so it don't rain and mess it up. There's a new door I built, which is cool because I found out you can put these rings, these clamps, on the welded wire, on the 4x4 wire, welded wire, or hardware cloth and the welded wire. Y'all know what I'm saying, don't you? So here we go. I got this light in here. I got this section. These are the little ones I hatched out. There's 2 of them here now because for some reason the other ones were managed to jump over there. I did have a divider in here, this little groove cut that I can take and place in here like so to keep the smaller birds from getting over, but somehow one of them did, so I went ahead and removed it. So we have those 2. So out of 5 eggs that I hatched on the video the other day where I was helping them hatch out because they were messed up, there is 2 of them. There is one right there center screen. There is one right there in the back. That one right there is in the center screen now is the poof head. Those are getting bigger, and then we have the black or green Kaluji, I guess is what they're going to be. I don't know what they're going to be exactly until they're done, but you see how they're trying to go back and forth with each other. So I got individual water, another backup water, I got a feeder, I got food loose on here. There's a hole drilled in this, so when I'm done with this, I can just spray all this with water, which is not good. It'll eventually rot out, but it'll serve its purpose while it does. So that is that. Here's the turkey. As I promised, Sarah, here's your horse. There's your horse in there. There's Bud. Waddle, waddle, piddle, paddle, fiddle, paddle. Bud, come here, Bud. Bud! He loves to ignore me. Let's go see why he's ignoring me, shall we? It's not an animal that ignored me. I got baby sawtooth oaks popping up everywhere, which is going to be awesome. I think Bud's ignoring me because he's trying to take shit. Let's see. Must be. This is the food forest back in here. Yeah, I guess we'll give him his privacy. Then here we got koi and stuff. I don't know if we'll be able to see any today, but maybe. I'll clear all this out. This is a complete ecosystem. Here. Yep, there's one in there. Hey baby, what you doing? What you doing, darling? Hey. Hey, you daddy's baby? You look like a daddy type of baby, yeah. Hey. Yep, my fish are calm and tame and love. Everything works flawlessly, like flawless victory and Mortal Kombat type stuff around here. All my animals thrive with all my other animals because they can. So I started this fence here, building around here quite some time ago, and now I'm setting it up for the rhea birds. And I've got these humongous 4-foot deep holes, 14 inches wide by 14 inches wide by 14-foot high poles are going in here. So these are 17-inch holes that'll be concreted in. And I've got metal drill stem, 8-foot high fencing, all the way around the perimeter here. I'm mostly making this video for my wife so she can see. So this is the perimeter. I have some more posts over there. I have some more welded wire over there. This pole has to go in here. So I've got a new gate. Here's the old gate. Set the new gate up where you can pull a vehicle farther up in here before everything goes out on the road, trailers and stuff. And then I've got this 2-inch by 4-inch welded wire. So what I'm doing now is I'm 2-inch by 4-inch welded wire the entirety of the entire property on the outside edge. And then as I can, I'm going to continue the 8-foot fence right here. I'm going to go 16 foot in and continue the fence all the way around. So this piece, 16-inch or 16 foot, you can see that there, will be a quail area. And then I'm going to build quail pens with egg rollouts out of that 4x4 wire with either 1/2 inch by 1 inch or 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch hardware cloth. And then I'm going to be able to set it up against the panel and just walk in here and be able to do it. And then you can harvest the manure out from under it as you want to, or the trees will eat it up. So all this is ate up, cleaned up, and this is going to be the area where she can be able to see stuff. Oh yes, and then I got this door. Thank you very much if y'all are watching. Peace and love and happiness to you for this. This came off of a Crappie's fish market or something. The store has a lot of history. It's a big door. It takes 5 people to move it. It is industrial, good quality, gas filled, extremely durable. I say aluminum. I guess it's the glass that's heavy. It's either stainless steel or aluminum. I believe it's aluminum. Key to entry, double window. So I'm going to, the problem is it's bigger than the house, so I'm going to cut the roof out on either side and put it from right here all the way across there. So her bed is about right there, so she can look out here. And then I'm going to set up horse feeders and bird feeders, and then her array of birds can be in here and they can't get out of here. Cleaning up stuff around here. This is about the 19th time or 20th time that pile's been that big and burned. Right here behind the house we have a fig tree cutting that I'm practicing to see if it will work. Have gray water running here and there, and you can see all the leaves died on here and the new ones are coming back. You can see right there, center screen, new sprouts are coming back. So you can cut off almost an entire piece of fig tree 10 foot high and grow it from scratch. Then we got the back hole. That's a 3 foot wide by 3 foot wide by 3 foot wide, 3 foot deep. And then the other piece is going to be 14 by 14 by 14 to put another pole that I will show y'all here in a second. Sit with mama for a minute, son. Here's the other rabbit cages that I'm modifying for quail cages. So this makes the 16 foot here, 16 foot panel. So it's going to go 16 foot here. So there's going to be a gate here. So you can have a gated entry here and a gated entry there, so nurses can come through here to get to my grandfather. This is all going to be quail, and maybe I can throw some turkeys loose in the bottom or whatever I want to. Chickens, etc, etc, etc. There's all that over there. I'm going to give Sarah an update on the chickens real quick. Give an update on this chicken real quick. So these chickens are doing a lot better. This is what we had left from what was stolen from the order that we had made from the feed and seed. They were stolen in transit from the post office, so that's a federal offense. Whoever did that is can have their ass handed to them sometimes. So that is those what we have left. Feeding water. They're gonna need more water. Okay, so then we go down the ramp. So all this has to be cleaned up around here. Y'all can see I have abundance of all kinds of beautiful plants that me and Sarah planted on this back fence. At one time, fig trees, pecan trees, fig trees. There's garlic growing, not wild garlic, but elephant garlic, I believe. And some other, here's some garlic right here growing, figs. coming out. So yeah, that's so beautiful. So here's that red leaf. See them red leaf? Absolutely beautiful. And they're going to create a privacy fence in here, but we're going to trim all this up all the way around the side and go up high with it. I'm having an issue though because, well, first I wanted to mention about the door. There's Bud. Hey, Bud, buddy, come here. The door, people brought that 700 miles from here so my wife could be able to see out of her window into her animals. Sit, sit. Good boy, Paul. Give me the other paw. Good boy. All right, so they brought it 700 miles. So there's some very good people out in this world, people. 700 miles, one-way trip, the whole family, and brought extra help to be able to do that. So just so my wife, for the first time in 3 years, since she can't be in her house with that window, she used to be able to see out of that window up there, right there. That was her bedroom, from that window all the way down, and she could see out. Now she can't, so now she's been court ordered into this because of stupid shit. So I'm going to cut that out and let her see that. And then there's that view. You can see the chicken house where I was walking in, where the turkeys are, and all of that, the mobile home, everything, the blueberry field. We got volunteer pecan trees coming up out here. Let me see if I can see some blueberries. There is a blueberry right center screen right there. Look how tall it is, like 6 foot tall now. There's some other ones out there. Maybe we'll walk out there in a minute. I got this hole here, so I'm putting a 10-foot gate in here. And here's a 3 foot wide by 3 foot wide by 3 foot deep hole. It's gonna have a 14 by 14 by 14 by 14 inch thing. Here, I'm having issues. I'm only half the man I used to be, but I'm still 10 times more man than any man I know when it comes to doing stuff, because I've loaded these up here with a crane on this trailer. These are 14 inch by 14 inch by 14 foot long bridge timbers full of rebar and steel and stuff. So, and they've been around for, I don't know, close to 80 years on an old bridge they took apart. So that's what's going to go in on the perimeter fence. So 10 foot will be sticking out of the ground here, and then I'm going to just mix up a whole wheelbarrow full of concrete and pour in the bottom of that, so it will not be going nowhere in my lifetime. This fence, when my daughter left like a thief in the night after destroying the foundation around the house and then reporting it, and even after the stickers, look, there is the state approved stickers on that mobile home. She said, oh, the mobile home is unlivable, so they reported it. And then the people who installed the mobile home almost got in trouble. They had to come out here for 2 days and fix the damage that she done while they jacked this up while my grandfather was in there sleeping. I don't know how the hell they did it, but they did it. Anyway, I got it fixed and dealt with. So they tore up this fence here and let my horse out. So me and my daughter are never going to be on good terms again because she lied to me. I don't accept lying from anybody. Not when I do everything for someone. But she let my horse out. A woman ran off the road right there, wanted to sue me, almost killed my horse, almost killed herself. Then we come to an agreement that she's not going to sue me, and she's okay. Her car is okay, everything is okay, and the horse is okay. But it was a hell of a mess. Yeah, there's the horse right there, proof of life. She still lives. She's about 26 or 7 years old, but she's alive. So this is the fence that I built a long time ago, and me and Sarah was working on this. We got grapes coming in. I think these are grapes. I don't know. We'll find out later. If they're not grapes, there's something that's cool. So this is just hog wire in here, and it's loose now. I never built a loose fence. So I used 4x4s in here, 14 foot high. So they're 4 foot in the ground. They're pressure treated. I don't really like that though. So I'm gonna buy more of these 10 foot posts, and I'm gonna go in between every one of these. 10 foot post, 10 foot post. So you're gonna have a 10 foot, 12 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot. I've got a straight slick wire on top of here so my neighbor can hang laundry. That's a extra thing, extra piece of benefit there. So we're gonna go all the way around this whole entirety of this fence. I started this fence here, this post, because I was gonna cross fence here. So I'm gonna continue to cross fence from right here, but we're gonna up this and make it a little bit bigger. So when I pull this stretch, it's going to go to another one of those bridge timbers that's going all the way across there. So if anybody's local and they have a tractor, because I don't have the back I used to have, and it takes 14 men to pick up one of these normally, or one Edward, several hours to be able to move that. which is hard when I have to come out here, move that, and then go running back and forth to cater to my wife, and back and forth, back and forth. I can only come at several minute intervals at a time. So if anybody has a lift or something that they can help me set these 3 poles, and I have one more down the road to set, I would appreciate that. We're gonna look at the blueberries. Here's the fence here. So I'm gonna use this fence now on the on the top. So I'm gonna put the welded wire on this fence on the inside all the way around the entirety of the property. Leave this outside wire, so just for the hell of it, leave the barbed wire, and then I'm going to stretch this fence as the top all the way around. And since there's going to be a 16-foot wide area all the way around, that's where I'm going to run ostrich, which is going to be a no contact bird, because they're one of the only birds that can murder an African lion and stomp a mud hole in their ass and walk it dry and just do their mating dance after they get done. Not something that nobody needs to mess with, and it'll also be a protector for my boundary of the property. Here's blueberries. Blueberries actually is coming on here now. See these blueberries? So I plan on digging a pond down in here, so we're gonna have to, at some point, move all these blueberry trees, because no matter what time of year it is, even in the heat of summer when we have an extreme drought, I can dig a hole down in here and it will be that deep and fill up with water. So this is the perfect place for a pond. I want to go 20 foot from this and build a berm, way big ass berm up here, so the emus can be able to swim. Y'all can see this white tree. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but I've been getting these out of the woods and planting them on my fence line. A lot of people don't like a tree in a fence line, but the truth of the matter is, I've been a fencer all my life, and the hardest fence that I've ever had to remove is fence that's been in a tree. So when you plant a tree by a fence like this, it will create a stronger fence post than you can ever pack into the ground. Believe me, I know. And it's alive, and it will encompass the wire and help stretch it its own self. So from here to here, there's a living post, and it was free. I went in the woods, I planted. So I put my perimeter, these fence posts are 25 foot apart, and then I put a tree and a tree and a tree. This is a little bit different. See, you can see where the water stands here sometimes. These posts I set years ago. I don't remember, it was about 12 or 13 years ago. I set up this out of old telephone poles, creosote, and then I put pressure treated. So you can see how I built that brace. It's a hell of a brace. It's been there for a long time, and I've already got the high fence up. It's overgrown now, and then I got some hog ring clamps that I'm going to clamp this with. I just never got to it. I just now actually ordered some, so that's going to be one of the top agendas. And then we're going to clean all of this up all the way around this whole thing, and then we're going to leave that fence like it is, and then the ostriches will keep everything clean on the perimeter of the property with no problem. Here's another blueberry. Sarah helped me replant some of these blueberries because they were damaged, destroyed, and everything. Sorry, this video is getting to be very long, but once I get animals in here, they will clean all of this up. Blackberry, there's blackberries all over here. There's snakes out here, there's rats out here. So there won't be no snakes, there won't be no rats, because the ratites, being the emus, ostrich, and other birds, will eat them. Here's blackberries. You can see blackberry briars are eating my ass up right now, the briars, but none of this will be existent once I fill this up. And my idea is, I'm tired of using tractors and stuff to manipulate the soil with. I was trying to find a specific blueberry for y'all, but I can't find it now. I don't know where it is. My wife bought it for me, and it may be this one. The gigantic blueberry. Gets blueberries that big around like a golf ball. It may be this one, I'm not sure. They're small right now. Maybe that's not it. Maybe it's not even out here anymore. But anyway, my idea is, when I cross fence this, I'm gonna have 25-50. So there'll be a 50-foot section from this metal post. I set all these by hand, by the way, but like I said, I'm only half the man I used to be. So from here to here is 25 foot, and there's 25 foot. So this will be 50 foot wide by 210 foot long, each paddock with a gate. Then the back pond is going to be the biggest, because I'm going to have when I have emus, they like to swim, and the horse will probably like to swim. I don't know if they're going to get along or not. I'll have to figure it all out one when I go. Haven't had them before, but I'm working on it. So anyway, I'm gonna have a 50-foot by 210-foot long area. I can flood it with 150 or 200 turkeys, or 30 emus, or 10 ostrich, or 500 chickens, or 2,000 quail. And they will completely eradicate everything that's there down to the dirt while making the soil perfect for growing my garden. Then I will butcher all of them, put up what my family needs, sell the rest, plant the entire garden, stock the grocery stores like I used to, and take my life back, because that's basically what I'm capable of doing. Once I get all this done like I want to, I will be producing about 2,000 to 3,000 quail eggs every single day. I will be feeding all of these animals off of what I produce on my property, because I am fucking awesome. Y'all should know that. And y'all should just see and take note about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, because this world is screwed up, people. And if I can do all the stuff that I'm doing, I'm sure y'all can do it. I'm taking care of my 93, almost 94-year-old grandfather daily. Taking care of my wife, every need she needs. That she's eating out of a feeding tube. She's got a hole where the tracheostomy is screwed up in her throat. I'm taking care of over 2,000 animals, and I'm still able to manage and hold down the fort while trying to progress as fast as I can around here. So that is just this small portion of property here that I'm working on. Still got all of that there to the tree line, and then still got the kiwi arbor for all you old hardcore fans down there surrounded by the creek. A friend of mine just came the other day and caught a cooler full of yellow cats from here to the ground, blue cats, bass, everything else. So, and then I got the food forest back there, bees and everything else, but still lots of trash around. My daughter's boyfriend, which was going to be my son-in-law, is still like my son. Me and him made a deal. He said if he goes and works and tries to better his family, and will he have a place to come back? I made that agreement with him. He did everything he said. So now he's back, and now I have boots on the ground. He's been cutting limbs, digging holes, and really helping a lot. So forward progress is happening now. Some people are grateful when you help them, and they help you in return. So it's been a long time coming, and I'm grateful and blessed for that. This tree here is our Chinese chestnut. It'll get really, really big. My wife bought this for me, and I just found out recently that it will not produce nuts without another one. So I'm going to have to get another one of those at some point. The horse tore it down several times while I've got that fence around there, which I'll be removing that soon at some point. We're going to canopy all of this as high as you can, about 1.5 feet over your head. So when you walk underneath there, it'll be very clean and nice and perfect. So everything's going to be like a golf course again at some point, with complete functionality. When you walk out, there's going to be every type of ratite egg, koi's, goldfish, turkeys, chickens, ducks, ostrich, emu, rhea. I wanted to do cassowary, but their feeding requirements require a bucket of fruit per day, and I don't want to waste that much fruit on a bird that's not going to produce me something else. So there's that. And then we have Paper the Cat, and I'm going to leave that with that because that's a long video, and Sarah's going to absolutely love it. Ain't you going to love it, Sarah? Sarah, this one goes out to Sarah Tyndall. Yes, it does. Sarah Tyndall. All my friends in Indonesia, I hope you enjoy the tour of the property and how I do stuff. All my friends in Africa, you can see how I'm cultivating stuff and doing stuff. I know y'all are struggling over there, and this is the way you can help fix things. There's another one of those trees I planted there. Right there for the fence line, and all these little oak trees that are going to turn into those big oak trees will also be in the fence line in between every post. So the entirety of the property is going to be a productive member of the Tyndall family. This living beauty makes acorns this big, and deer come right up here and eat. So if I want to kill a deer, I don't kill deers, but if I want to, I have that option. And I don't kill deer at this point in my life because I don't have time to deal with all of it right now, but if I need it, I can have it. It's another resource. Also, you may get feral hogs or wild hogs. I don't eat pork anymore because of different research I've been doing and stuff, but that's another resource. I can kill or catch wild hog and sell them. So as long as they're killed on your property and when somebody picks them up, so that will be good. So that is that. So all my friends, other places of the world, like Africa for instance, if you can get the Moringa alifera and start you a cultivating it like I've got here, that will produce all the food you need for your entire family, and it will be absolutely amazing. Hi, son. What's going on?
Mama.
All right, be in there with her. I'm making a YouTube video. Yep, so I got my good son here watching his mother, so he lets me know when things are going on. The chickens are fixing to go to bed now. We have one single egg in there, and that is it. Peace, love, and happiness and all that good shit. Gotta go deal with my wife, and I'm gonna go back out there and start digging some holes. Love you guys. Thanks for sticking with me so long, the ones of you who have. Also, these quail pens, what's left of it after my brother got done destroying it, is going to be going in the quail area, as well as the grow out cage that'll hold about 1,000 birds that I'll be butchering monthly. So stay tuned. Water cobras will be eating quail. Everything's going to be eating quail, so y'all are going to want to see that. Tyndall out.